Hey everybody, and welcome to Hexile Gaming. I'm Scott, and I've got a match of Star Wars Unlimited for you here on Tabletop Simulator. This match between Rico on the left and Deshuga on the right. We've got Thrawn Blue versus Bane Blue. Lots of control in both of these decks. We see Bane, the other Ian, taking a look at Rico's hand and taking out the Bounty Hunter crew. So knows that Rico's going to want to use Vigilance and other control cards, discard them, and then get them back with things like Bounty Hunter crew. So Deshuga's just going to cut that off right now. Comes a client for Rico. Enters play with that shield. 2 resources for Deshuga. Plays a Cartel Spacer and exerts Inferno 4. And then the Cad Bane ping puts another damage on Inferno 4. It's got 1 health remaining. Rico claims initiative. Bane pings the shield off the client. So Thrawn comes out at 6, so does Cad Bane. And a little ways before we get there. Thrawn's going to take a look at the top card of each player's deck. He can use that. He can show that card with his action and exhaust a unit that costs the same as whatever card he showed. So here it is. Cloud Rider costs 2, so he exerts a Cartel Spacer. This is very much a control, sort of late game deck from Rico. Wants to control the board, keep Deshuga's units off as much as possible, and then get into some big units at the end. Bane hits base for 1. Rico claims initiative. Not a lot of base damage going on right now. Deshuga does have at least a Star Destroyer in their deck. At least when I've seen it in the past. So no slouch in the upper resource numbers. There's a shot from Inferno 4. Pike Sentinel in the ground arena, which is going to ping that last damage on Inferno 4. It's going to look at the top 2 cards of the deck on its way out. Decides to leave them both there. Thrawn ability. Shows off Power of the Dark Side and exerts that Cartel Spacer again. Bane hits base for 1. And Rico claims initiative. There's a mercenary gunship for Deshuga. Nice and cheap 3/2. In space. And right now, Deshuga's got all the units on the board. I believe there is Evacuate and Super Laser Blast in Rico's deck for clearing situations like this. We're at 6 resources. Thrawn joins us. And there's an Avenger. Exposed by Thrawn. So you gotta know it's coming. Evacuates at 6. Okay. Well, not yet. Vigilance used. Gonna heal base and defeat the mercenary gunship. One to 4. Small lead for Rico. And that giant board that Deshuga had, now not so big. Let's see them rebuild it. Brings out another Bane. Defeats the other one. Super Laser, Evacuate, Avenger, Bounty Hunter crew, Power of the Dark Side. We're going to see them get rid of another Bounty Hunter crew. No, gets rid of Super Laser Blast. Now, we could see that come back with Bounty Hunter crew. I think there were 2 rounds from that, right? It comes out at 8. Cad Bane. Hits Thrawn, who's got 2 health left. Cloud Rider is played. And it doesn't even have to ambush Thrawn. The Cad Bane ability puts the last 2 damage on Thrawn. So Cloud Rider is with us. Alright, has rebuilt the board. Got rid of Super Laser Blast, but Evacuate's still a possibility. Cunning. Gonna exert Cad Bane and the Cloud Rider. And then discard a card at random. Alright, let's see what it was. It was an Avenger! Deshuga not too happy about that. It would have been great to have that on the board if your opponent is trying to get anything out there. Dread Champ.
Hello there.
Welcome. We saw the Thrawn ability used to exert a unit, and not a whole lot of damage there this round. A pretty brutal discard with the Avenger, and I believe he may have just drawn into that, as we saw it the round before with Thrawn's ability. Bounty Hunter crew ambushes the Ambusher, Cloud Rider, and now they're going to draw Vigilance back. So do you regret it? Do you regret forcing the discard of Super Laser Blast instead of Bounty Hunter crew? We can say. But this is Bounty Hunter crew number 2. 1 has been discarded. Has 1 health left. Uses takedown on it. Interesting. Did not want to sacrifice Bane to it. She hits base for 1. 10-4, small lead for Deshuga. We know there's a Vigilance in hand for Rico. Spends 4 on takedown. Cad Bane removed. Two damage from the Cartel Spacer. Childson shows off takedown, Vigilance, Power of the Dark Side, and Avenger for 4 experience. Lom Pike now. All right, 12-14, still favoring Deshuga. But we are up there in the resources. Anything is possible now. And we know there's an Avenger in Rico's hand. Maybe that's why Deshuga's trying to keep these units out here so they have more of a choice when something like that drops. Cartel Spacer hitting base for 2. Three resources. Power of the Dark Side. Cartel Spacer is removed. Lom Pike. Now Deshuga's got a Sentinel. Cad Bane damage goes on Childson. Vigilance defeats the Pike Sentinel and heals 5. No more resources left for Thrawn. Deshuga could be setting up a Avenger play to get rid of Childson. Nothing else on the board. Yeah, Deshuga takes initiative. Nine to 10. Very close game. Here's a Bosk ambush plus the Cad Bane damage. That'll be 5 total damage going in. So Childson is gone. Make an opening. Decreasing the attack power of Long Pike. And doing some base healing. Oh no. Is that number 3? Bounty Hunter crew? Gets Vigilance back out. 7th Fleet Defender for Deshuga. That is not an Underworld card. No. But it is in space, and it has a shield. 10 to 10. Here comes Papa Snoke. That was 8. Unrefusable offer. Uh-oh. Is Deshuga about to recruit Snoke? We're gonna see Fell the Dragon or something? Rivals fall! Snoke joins Deshuga! Wow. Here's an Inferno 4? No. Oh, uses Thrawn's ability to exert Snoke. No, he was still able to hit, right? It went to 16. Wow. Very cool play there. 16 to 10, still a ways off from finishing this game. Thrawn checking both of the top decks. There's a Bane. Let's take a look at Deshuga's hand. Greedo, refusable offer, client. 7th Fleet Defender and Greedo gets rid of unrefusable offer. Maybe Rico's got something they want to keep around. Plays a Greedo. Puts a damage on Bane. And there is Avenger. That's going to remove Greedo and Fell the Dragon. No. Oh, that was Greedo. Sorry. So use that Greedo's ability removed Bane. Here's another Greedo, the client, and 7th Fleet Defender. So lots of units on the field, which means when Avenger goes off, you have something to choose. Yeah, bummed to be not drawing that Fell the Dragon. Maybe they've got one in hand. Avenger hits for 8. The client is removed. Greedo hits for 3. Vigilance heal and remove 7th Fleet Defender. Cartel Spacer played. That's going to put a damage on the Avenger. Potential smuggling going on? Nope. Yes. It's Tobias Beckett. When you play a non-unit card, you may exhaust a unit that costs the same as or less than the card you played. Lom Pike also smuggled out. Rico takes initiative. Cloud Rider is played, but does not ambush. $14 to $18. There's some real damage on base. There's a Vigilance sitting there on top of the discard pile, but I think we've seen all 3 Bounty Hunter crews. There's 8 damage from Avenger. Greedo is removed. Ooh, McClunky! So that's going to put 2 damage on Tobias Beckett, who's got 3 health left. Cloud Rider finishes off Beckett. Spark of Rebellion, another peek at the hand. Evidence of the Crime and McClunky. Take control of an upgrade that costs 30. Well, Evidence of the Crime doesn't do anything. Cartel Spacer is removed. Is it worth McClunking? Looks like Deshuga took initiative. Childson in the ground arena. Shows off double Super Laser Blast, and that is it for this one. Deshuga calls it. Congratulations, Rico. That is it for game 1. All right, game 2. Thrawn versus Cad Bane. Deshuga puts out a Greedo. And Rico with Inferno 4. We just saw Rico win game 1 of this series. Both players trying to play that control game, but Rico was able to outlast. So we'll see if Deshuga, after some sideboarding, can find a way through that control blockade from Rico. Greedo starts us off with 3 damage into Thrawn's base. Rico, Power of the Dark Side, gonna remove Greedo. Not gonna see Greedo ability. There's nothing in the ground arena. Mercenary Gunship is played. Puts 1 damage on Inferno 4, who then trades out. Deshuga takes initiative. Next round. Got a client out for Deshuga. Here's Bazine the Tall for Rico. What do we got? Final Showdown, Fell the Dragon, and Rivals Fall. All control hand for Deshuga. Gets rid of Rivals Fall. Looking to the future, because that was 6 resources, so that wouldn't have been able to be played too soon. Another Inferno 4. More deck scrying. Putting 1 on the bottom? Yeah, 1 on the bottom, 1 on the top. Thrawn ability here at the start of the round. Deshuga spending 2 on a Cloud Rider, taking out Bane. And then uses Cad Bane's ability after Bane is removed to put a damage on Inferno 4. It's got 2 health left. Client from Rico this time. Inferno 4 hits base for 2. Client hits base for 2. 5-2 in favor of Deshuga, but there is lots of restore in Rico's list. Here's an example. We've got the client who can put temporary bounties out there and get some base healing. Trading of the shields here. Bounty Hunter crew ambushes the client. What does it want to take out of the discard? I don't think we've seen any events, have we? Thrawn deploys. It's Deshuga with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an ambushing Bosk. Cad Bane ability deals 2 damage now, puts it on Thrawn. Really nice to be able to queue those up however you want. So in this instance, Bosk is played. Deshuga resolves Cad Bane's ability first, sees where that damage goes, and then decides what Bosk wants to ambush. Thrawn is removed. And then Deshuga claims initiative. Looks like the client from Rico put a bounty on Deshuga's client, but was not able to collect it. It is temporary. It does go away at the end of the round. 5-4. 1 point lead for Deshuga. But good to see one of those bounty hunter crews already out. We did see that quite a bit in the first game, playing the bounty hunter crew to get vigilance back. But in this instance, it was not used for that. And when it gets defeated, you're only going to have 2 more chances to get the events back, which is going to matter here in the long game. Thrawn ability shows a rival's fall and exerts a Cad Bane. The client trades out for the bounty hunter crew. Can't get rid of them fast enough. Spark of Rebellion. Taking another peek at Deshuga's hand. Avenger, Fell the Dragon, and Final Showdown. That Final Showdown's been in Deshuga's hand a little bit, or for a while. They did not resource it. Here's Bane Natal. Super Laser Blast and Bounty Hunter Crew. Get rid of that Bounty Hunter Crew. That's 2 down. All right. 9-4. Good looking board for Deshuga. There's a shieldless client in front of them in Rico's ground arena. Rico's going to start us off with a Super Laser Blast. Say goodbye to your board. But now you get to rebuild. 7th Fleet Defender in space. Cartel Spacer in space. Getting 2 units down. That's good protection from things like Avenger. Then you can actually make a choice on what gets removed. resources we at? 3, 6, 7, 8. Well, makes sense because we did just see a super laser blast. Thrawn ability. Exhausts the 7th Fleet Defender. These are long games, so I'm going to take a seat. Takedown. Removes the 7th Fleet Defender. Xanadu Blood is played. Bounces the Cartel Spacer back to hand and exerts one of Rico's resources. Deshuga replays that Cartel Spacer. Xanadu Blood's no joke. It does 6 damage per attack. Rico. Cunning. Exerts Xanadu Blood and Cartel Spacer, then forces a random discard from Deshuga. Let's see what comes out of hand. Is it going to be that final showdown? No, Boba Fett. Deshuga takes initiative. Rico's got 3 resources left. Decides to move on to the next round. Not seen any vigilance yet. Xanadu Blood. Make sure to get in while you can. 6 damage, up to 19. 11 away from winning. But how long can it last? Rivals fall. Gets rid of Xanadu Blood. Cartel Spacer hits for 2. Thrawn's got 3 resources left. Rico takes initiative. So Deshuga checking the smuggle cards. Vigilance. Ooh, gonna mill. So Deshuga heals their base. Now let's see. Gets rid of double vigilance. A super laser blast and a Fell the Dragon. Deshuga's got to be feeling good about that. Double vigilance gone. 2 bounty hunter crews are gone. Lam Pike out. Childson in the ground arena. Let's see what kind of dastardly blue cards we have. Fell the Dragon, Takedown, and Snoke. There's a Fell the Dragon getting rid of Childson. Rico claims, and we are on to the next one. There's another Childson.
Another one.
Fell, Takedown, and Supreme Leader Snoke. Fell and Takedown are both 4 resources. So Deshuga just checking out what can Rico still do this round. Sends the Cartel Spacer into base for 2. 7 health remain. Yeah, uses takedown on the cartel spacer. It's 5 or less remaining HP, so you couldn't use it on Lam. Bazine gonna look at that hand. Bounty Hunter Crew, Fell the Dragon, or Snoke. Gets rid of Bounty Hunter Crew, and that's the final Bounty Hunter Crew. Those events in the discard pile are there to stay. Rico takes initiative. Deshuga's got so many resources remaining. Has not attacked with Lam Pike. Oh, because of Chilton. Makes sense. Sends Lam into Chilton. And then moves on to the next round. Okay. There's a make an opening. That's going to remove Lam Pike and do a little bit of base heal for Rico. Then Bazine hits for 1. Rico claims. 7th Fleet Defender out for Deshuga. Moving on to the next round. Is there a way back into this game for Rico? There's Snoke. So that's going to remove the 7th Fleet Defender. There's unrefusable offer. We saw this last game as well. Unrefusable offer into Fell the Dragon or something like that. Rivals Fall. No, Avenger! Okay. So Snoke now on Deshuga's side. Swings for 6. Rico fells the dragon on Avenger. Snoke hits for 6. Bazine hits for 1. 29-0. Can Deshuga finish this one off? Snoke goes back to Rico. Did Rico draw into something? They have plenty of control. They should be able to get rid of Bazine. Or just use Thrawn's ability because Bazine's worth 2. Oh. Gets an Avenger. Bazine is gone. Greedo on the field for Deshuga. And there's Power of the Dark Side. Cartel Spacer. Cad Bane puts a damage on Avenger. Deshuga needs at least one other thing. Final showdown. Raise up the Cartel Spacer and finishes the game. GG! Has been holding on to that final showdown all game. Congratulations, Deshuga. Thank you for the match, Rico. What a game. Here we go. Game 3. Rico versus Deshuga. Control versus control, but interesting control archetypes, at least control leaders. But boy, these are long matches. So both players, 1-1. This will be our decider match. Deshuga was pretty lucky last game to get rid of the Bounty Hunter crews pretty early. Forced a mill with Vigilance that got rid of 2 of his opponent's Vigilance. See if they can remain lucky or if Rico can draw things when he needs them. Cartel Spacer out for Cad Bane. Rico's got initiative. Rico plays a client, comes out with the shield. Cartel Spacer hits Rico's base for 2 damage. Cad Bane plays a mercenary gunship. That's going to ping the shield off of the client. Rico make an opening. That's going to get rid of the mercenary gunship and heal 2 damage from base. Cartel Spacer puts it right back on. The client, 2 damage to Deshuga's base. All tied up here. Seventh Fleet Defender out for Deshuga. Next round. Thrawn checking both decks. And I think they've seen something on one of these decks that they're a little worried about, maybe. So Cartel Spacer, 7th Fleet Defender in space for Deshuga. Rico's starting us off. Client has had their shield removed with Cad Bane's ability. He's sitting on 5 health. It's nothing to sneeze at. Could see Thrawn ability early to exert the 7th Fleet Defender. One of our players taking a break for a second. All right, everybody's back. All right, Rico. Spending 3? Nope. Using Thrawn. Shows a long pike, exerts the 7th Fleet Defender. Deshuga spends 2 on Bane. We're looking at Super Laser Blast, Power of the Dark Side, Spark of Rebellion, the client, and Evacuate. Cad Bane damage goes on the client. Gets rid of Spark of Rebellion. Deshuga does not want Rico peeking at his hand. Power of the Dark Side. Who do you want to remove? Bane? Gets rid of the Cartel Spacer. McClunky sends Bane back to hand and does 3 damage to the client. Now you can play the Bane again and get rid of something else. Yeah, Bane plus McClunky. Such a great combo. Evacuate the client, Super Laser Blast. Gets rid of a Super Laser Blast. On to the next round. Rico's got initiative. Client hits Deshuga's base for 2. Bane takes out the client. Thrawn deploys. Probably want to attack with the defender, because when Thrawn attacks, he'll be able to exert something. Didn't want Thrawn to be able to take out Bane. Smart. Well, he exhausts Thrawn anyway, so now Thrawn's ability can't be used. Even better. And now you get to Bane again. So that's two different ways that Deshuga has to bounce cards back to hand. Ooh, cunning. Hoping to find that Bane, probably. Ooh, finds a Vigilance. Not bad. Forces the discard. And then sends 7th Fleet back to hand. Cad Bane deploys. Rico takes initiative. Cad Bane hits for 4. Six to 4. Small lead for Deshuga. And we know they're holding on to that Bane. So if Rico's got something in their hand they want to use soon, they better do it first. Vigilance. Gonna mill the deck and heal their base. McClunky, Cloud Rider, Greedo, Bosk, Mercenary Gunship, and Xanadu Blood. Pike Sentinel out in the ground arena. Cad Bane gonna ping 2 damage. Thrawn hits that Pike Sentinel, doesn't find anything that can exert what Deshuga has. Pretty expensive cards at the moment. Bane back out there. Bounty Hunter crew, evacuate, or Snoke. Gets rid of Snoke. Okay. Snoke's not an event, so it can't be drawn back out by the Bounty Hunter crew. Thrawn is defeated. Goes back to base. There's 6 damage from Xanadu Blood. Bane again! Gets rid of Bounty Hunter crew! Oh my goodness. There is a bounty right now for playing one card more than 3 times. Deshuga saying that's the 4th time they played her. Let me check on the bounty board. What is the current leader for that? Play the same card more than 3 times. Rico with 4. I believe that was Salacious Crumb. So if Deshuga can play Bane one more time, they will claim the bounty, and I believe that will tie them for 1st place on the bounty board. All right, Bounty Hunter crew ambushes Bane. Probably getting Vigilance, yeah. So what's our Bounty Hunter crew count up to now? There's 1 on the discard pile, 1 on the board. I don't know if there was another one. No, I think those are the only 2 we've seen. Cad Bane hits base for 4. Xanadu Blood. 6 more damage into Rico's base. Lom Pike smuggled. And then Cad Bane double damage going to the Bounty Hunter crew. We've got 1 health left. 7 Fleet Defender on the board as well. Pretty wide board there for Deshuga. Pretty sure there's still an Evacuate in Rico's hand, but they may have something bigger and better. We'll see. There's Evacuate. Not the worst thing. You still get a handful. And Deshuga gets to keep their Cad Bane out there. Pike Sentinel out for Deshuga. How many resources left? 3 left for Rico, but they claim initiative. So Cad Bane hits for 4. And now Deshuga's going to rebuild their board. Thinking about a 7th Fleet Defender. Does decide to put it out there. And Lom Pike keeping the Pike Sentinel company. 21-4. Let's see if Rico has drawn into some big removal. Takedown removes Cad Bane. Lom Pike hits for 4. There's Vigilance, getting rid of the 7th Fleet Defender and healing 5 damage on Rico's base. Pike Sentinel attacks that base for 2. 8 damage away. Bazine Natal. Rivals fall, Bounty Hunter crew. There's double Bounty Hunter crew! How is that possible? I'm getting my games mixed up because I swear there were multiple. 1, 2. In the discard. And 1 in hand. Evacuate. Pike Sentinel back on the field. Rico claims initiative. Bazine Natal back out. Do you want that last Bounty Hunter crew? Yes, Rivals fall, Fell the Dragon, and Takedown. So now you can flood the board. Pike's back out. Doesn't want to overextend and put all of your units out there in case there's a Super Laser Blast. But all of the Bounty Hunter crews are gone, which means the Vigilance cannot come back to Rico. 3. 7 potential damage in the ground arena. Deshuga just checking the discard. Seeing what the possibilities are. Thrawn ability. Rivals fall. That's going to exert the Lom Pike. Pike Sentinel hits for 2. Spark of Rebellion. That's a big hand to look at. Fell the Dragon, Final Showdown, Unrefusable Offer, McClunky, Vigilance, Xanadu Blood, and Boba Fett. You probably want to get rid of Final Showdown? Because that could win it this turn. Gets rid of Vigilance. Right, Final Showdown. Yeah, hits with Bazine. And then there's 2, 3, 7 damage. I mean, Rico's got 6 resources left. Maybe he's got cunning? Xanadu blood. Bounces Bane. So we're not going to see that showdown. Bane is played again. Gets rid of Snoke. And if Deshuga can win this, that would be 5 times for Bane. That would be a new claim of the bounty. Vigilance gets rid of the Pike Sentinel, heals base. Bane hits for 1. Should we just play in the waiting game, see what Rico's got. Beckett is here. When you play events, you can exhaust a unit that costs the same, so maybe you want to hit with Long Pike. Yep. Any reason to put a shield on anybody? No. Rico claims initiative. And here is final showdown, doing the final 5 damage, and that is it. Deshuga wins the best of 3 series, and what a series it was. Those are brutal games. Those control versus control matchups, they definitely go long, but these were interesting ones. So thanks to both players for playing. Thanks everybody for watching. That'll do it for this one. See you next time.